Right, let's find our companions. I wonder if this will kill me. Probably. Ooh, it was close. Here's one.
Quiet moments to meditate have been rare since Zamarak returned to Elsewhere. This one needed some time alone.
Yeah.
Zamarak suspected that would be our
Yeah.
next death. Then we still have a chance. Queen about
I'm
what
not going to go through their whole life story before we gather them. We're just going to gather them. Because sometimes when they yabble on or babble on, it's just not needed. So. We got dragons to fight, you know. Or moons to close or something. Hold on, they might be over the top. Thorn.
Wine used to rejuvenate me after periods of
Yeah,
intense.
sure it would.
The moon?
Great.
No. Would you stand? By the theoretically,
How's spiffing?
we have one problem.
See you later. Yeah, I do find with Elsewhere the main mission there's a lot. I mean, there is a lot of chat in this because obviously there's a story, but there's a lot of sort of just random chatty stuff which really isn't any use to the story as far as I'm concerned. Right, here we go. We'll get him.
Hello, come to partake in a before the battle cleansing. I find it prudent to make myself pristine prior to the start of a slaughter. In my experience, the subsequent blood and gore adheres much better to a well-laundered body.
We listen to him a bit because he's just funny.
The Moongate. I hope to wash away the memories of the betrayer.
Yeah,
since-
okay, enough. Let's go.
And your...
Like I say, I don't think what they're talking about really adds to it, to the story anyway. Right, there's one over here.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here.
Is this the last one or is there one more?
The quiet moments between battles. I like to spend the time catching up on my reading.
Good, but we ain't got time for that. Let's go. Go to the Moongate of Acrium. Right, I've got to figure out where that is. Okay, Moongate of Acrium. That'll be it right there. So we need to get into the portal thingy, which worked out rather well because it's here.
I have little time to waste.
Just check my inventory first. 15 slots free. It'll be enough, I hope. Closest one is that one. Right. This way. That's a neat outfit. Right. Colour to it. Now, 1 minute. Is it up or is it down? Oh, it's a long way away. Okay. Damn it. They hit you before you get in. You don't get in. And they'll run away. Oh no, we killed him. Right, this is it. Moongate of Aquium. Or Aquinia. Is this the final part? This is the question. We should really look it up. So we're strong enough for this. We should be. Thing in this game, things aren't usually too difficult. I mean, I say that you do come across some tough bosses and things, but right. So we're in here, we're going down there and left. No, there's still 2 parts left of the quest thing. Are they good? Yes, they're good.
It appears everyone has arrived. Report to Prefect Kalo, Five Claw, while I confer with the Queen.
An eclipse is an eerie sight, but the moons come together and the sky grows dark. Ominous, isn't it? And strangely beautiful. Where are the dragons, though? And the remaining Euraxians? I assumed they would have started their push for the Moongate by now.
Are we ready for this?
As ready as we can be. The Kashidi militia and the Cygnus Irregulars have taken defensive positions along the path up to the Moongate. And whatever siege weapons we could get our hands on are set to repel the dragons.
So you think we can stop the assault?
Not a chance. We only hope to slow them enough to give Tharn and Chimera the time they need to stop the Moongate from opening. Or find a way to shut it if all else fails. If the dragons don't reach Jode's core, we win. Wait. What's that noise?
You hear something?
Dragons! Go join Queen Chimera. I'll take charge down here.
There's the moons. I noticed that the other day, actually.
Zamarak will go with you.
Right.
Get those fires out and ready the ballista. Move it, soldiers!
Time for reckless audacity and daring do.
Let's go up here.
Euraxians. The wall has been breached.
Kill the cats and the traitors!
I think you'll find you're the traitors. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Greens? He was carrying greens.
Up there. More Euraxians.
I see them. How do we get to them?
Here they come. Prepare yourself. More soldiers. Take them down.
Surprise! I do enjoy cutting blackguards down to size.
Path is clear. We need to reach Queen Chimera. Gareshri, no! Stay with me, old master. Gareshri still breathes, but his injuries are serious. He needs a healer. In the meantime, Zamarak knows what he must do.
What do you mean?
With Gareshri injured, someone else must take command of this position. Make sure the Euraxians and the dragons encounter enough resistance to slow them down. That task now falls to Zamarak.
You sure about this?
Yes, my friend. This is Zamarak's chance to finally atone for his past mistakes. Wait, what is this? The dragon horn. This one doesn't know why Gareshri was carrying this. But you must take it and reach the Moongate. Queen Chimera needs you.
I'll guard the dragon horn and join up with Chimera. Good luck.
Go. Now, Five Claw.
right. Let's try that again.
Oblivion!
I've got these hooligans, old trout. Let's get to Abner before the moon's completely alive.
Wait a second. Looking for food to boost my thing up, but my food's vanished.
See how the moons align with the ancient gate. The lattice opens a path to Jode's core. But how did you get the dragon horn? Where's Gareshri? And why are the sounds of battle so close? Did the Euraxians overrun our defenses?
Gareshri was injured and the dragon breached the walls, allowing the Euraxians to pour in.
Gareshri? Hurt? And the Euraxians behind our defenses? This is not good. Not good at all. Well, we still have the dragon horn. At least until the power runs out, or the fragile relic falls apart. Ah, I just wish the moons would move for me.
I thought the atonement gave you the power to move the moons.
The power, yes. But not the knowledge and experience. I will continue to try to move the moons and close the gate. But you will need to keep the Euraxians from taking this position. I am counting on you,
Let's do it.
dragon horn.
Chimera, wait!
You do not have an enchantment. Not enchantment. What am I doing? I'm charging it. Charge. Okay, it's kind of repaired now.
We stand on the sacred plane of Jode. The dragons went down into the processional. They seek to breach Jode's core.
What is this place?
From the memories I absorbed at the Shadow Dance Temple, Anequina and the Moon Priests came here to honor the moons and set them on their way after their sacred joining. This is also where she helped Kunzari hide the dragon's power.
I don't understand why the dragons agreed to give up part of their power.
Here, on the plane of Jode, the memories become clearer with every passing moment. Kunzari was able to use Calgronti's own greed against him. The dragon sought the power of Jode's core from the beginning, but Kunzari offered him even more.
What did he offer him?
He offered a way to combine the natural power of Jode's core with the mystic might of his loyal dragons. Calgronti's greed was his undoing. Now, he finally has an opportunity to steal all the stored energy for himself. We must stop him!
Now let's get down there instead of chatting away about all this. Let's just do it. It's a bit like the villain.
The vermin still pester us. Devour them.
It's a bit like the villain telling you his plan.
Still guard this sacred place.
Healing.
The Moon Priests worship the gods now, you insignificant mortals.
What was that one?
Avoid Mulamnir as best you can.
Dang, they got fried. Ooh, this looks like a big guy. Who's next? Who are you? Little fairy thing.
Jode's core is close. I can feel it.
Come on, die. Big dude. Next stop.
Mulamnir, Calgronteed, and Jode's core. Are you ready for this, Chimera?
Jode's core, here we come.
Calgronteed is absorbing Jode's core. As long as the moons remain aligned, the power flowing through him is unimaginable.
Get me to that platform, Tarn. I can separate the moons using the altars. You must deal with Mulamnir Fiveclaw. I will divert whatever energy I can into the Dragonhorn, but use it sparingly.
You dare to face me, morsel?
Yes, I do.
Insect.
Not even harming him. How are we going to defeat this?
Let them best you, Mulamnir! Yes, brother, I will make this quick. Control!
No?
will kill you!
Your shield.
Sus! Chi!
Dragon Ball! Use it now!
Damn, that thing did some damage, I tell you.
You have made me angry, pest. End this, my brother. I will end you. I shall crush these fleas, brother. You have my word. Kunchar!
What party trick you got me on then? That's a party trick. You know, back to these.
Get into my protective aura, now!
Sus! Chi!
The Dragon Horn! It will aid
Die, insect, die! Soul of Flame! Helgrontid, assist me. The power. It fills me. Kunchar.
we just kill him.
It cannot end like this!
Give it all we got.
You killed Mulamnir. Good.
The equal of Akatosh!
The moons. I need to finish the ritual. Joan and Jode, hear me.
The power, it belongs to me!
Separate and resume your eternal dance. Now, my God, sound the horn!
You did it, Chimera. You ended the eclipse. But that means...
The moon gate has closed. We are trapped, yes. But Mulamnir is dead, and Calgrontit has been defeated.
Oh, hello! You always find things in the last place you know.
Calgronti, I wonder. I'm actually pleased to see you, Cadwell. Come, Chimera. Your people await their queen.
Thank you, my friends, for everything.
1 minute, Cadwell. Okay, it's nothing. Right, let's go. This was quite a place. No, we didn't do too bad actually. I thought we were going to die at one point. We got stun locked.
Queen Chimera, have you been injured?
I am fine, just tired. But look, the moons are no longer aligned. Tell me about the dragons, the Euraxians. What is the state of our forces?
Our scouts tell us that most of the Euraxians and dragons fled when the moons parted. Our own troops have not returned, but the Main has sent an envoy.
An envoy from the Main? If you'll excuse me, I have other business to attend to.
1 second. Okay, we got enough room.
We did it, Five Claw! We put the moons back in motion and defeated both Mulamnir and Calgrontit. I want to thank you for everything. Elsewhere is safer today because of you.
And how did you finally figure out how to move the moons?
Just being on the plane of Jode clarified the memories I inherited at the Shadow Dance Temple. I saw the ritual in my mind and performed the actions. Oh, too bad the Dragonhorn did not survive. At least it lasted long enough to banish Calgrontit.
Are we really sure we defeated Calgrontit? He seemed extremely powerful at the end.
He did grow larger with every infusion of power he absorbed, but the horn dislodged him from Jode's core, which allowed me to finish the ritual and end the eclipse. After that, a concern for another day, yes?
Why did the Main send an envoy?
I cannot be named queen without the Main's blessing. That, however, is my worry. For now, you should rest. We must honor our fallen and learn the fate of our troops at the Moongate. And after that, we will celebrate a new dawn for elsewhere. We have accomplished much, my friend. We overthrew the tyrant, Euraxia Tarn, defeated Zumag Foom and the Betrayer, even killed at least 2 dragons and made the moons move in the sky. If only I could shake this sense of impending doom.
What kind of impending doom?
Nothing specific. Not really. I guess this sense of worry will stay with me until I know the fate of Gareshri, Zamarak, even Prefect Kalo. I would return to the Moongate, but other matters require my attention. Namely, the envoy of the Main.
You think the companions might not have survived the attack on the Moongate?
That is just it. I have no idea. Moons, my head pounds. The effort I exerted at Jode's core was not without a cost. Five Claw, could I convince you to determine the fate of my soldiers and our friends?
I'll find out what happened to them.
I appreciate your assistance, my friend. Find out what happened to Garishri and the others, then bring word back to me. Meanwhile, I will try to find a few moments to rest before I meet with the main's envoy or worry about the other dragons.
Isn't the dragon threat over now?
Far from it. But without Calgrontid and Mulamnir to lead them, they are solitary beasts without a grand plan. Colossal, dangerous beasts to be sure, but not the overwhelming force they were under their dragon leaders.
It's hard to believe this all started with an ancient Khajiit legend.
There is little difference between myth and history for the Khajiit Five Claw. Whether Euraxia discovered the Kunzari stories and that led them to the betrayer's head, or Zumog Foom reanimated the head and then learned the tales, who can say?
Right, well, looks like there's one more thing to do, but how long will it be? Dunno. Map. Right, there's something down there. Which is... oh, is there... might be just leaving. Let's just stop at a trader on the way. Any one of these will do.
Rest your feet and wallow, O weary traveler. I have many packs for you to peruse.
I think I've got all the packs, so it doesn't matter which one.
Are you newly arrived?
That's what I'll do. Just want to sell a few bits that I don't want. Blade of the Betrayer. Don't want that. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Just getting rid of a few bits so we got a little bit of space. Okay, well, that'll do us. I think we've got enough here. What we got? 25 slots, that'll do us for now. Oh, they're all here.
Zamorak is happy to see you, friend. After the dragons entered the Moon Gate and you followed, this one worried that all was lost. But then, the moons parted, and suddenly everything seemed all right.
Mira sent me to find you.
Just what you would expect. We held our ground against the swarming Euraxians and their necromancers, repelled the dragons as best we could. This one let the desert wind flow through his limbs and claws, while our soldiers rallied to his side.
You defeated the Erexians?
Between the Khajiit militia and the Cygnus irregulars, we held them off. When the moons separated, the Euraxians broke off their attack and scattered to the four winds. The remainder will be a nuisance, but they pose no threat to the kingdom.
And dragons?
Zamorak doesn't know for certain. We faced mostly the Euraxians on the upper ridge. Prefect Kalo commanded the ballisti, so he could tell you more. This one does know that when the moons began to separate, the dragons roared in rage and flew away.
And what will you do now?
Zamorak hopes to serve as Queen Kamira's claw, and defend the throne as he was trained to do. If she will not have me, well, Gareshri has many plans for improving life in elsewhere. This one would be happy to help in any way he can.
It's good to see you, Five Claw. We only just returned and I have yet to report to the Queen. Chimera is alright, isn't she? We saw the moons move and the eclipse end, but we haven't heard what happened after you entered the moon gate.
Chimera is fine. As a matter of fact, she sent me to find out what happened to you.
After I was caught in that dragon blast, Zamorak tended to my wounds and took command of the soldiers defending the upper ridge. I'm sorry to say that I was in and out of consciousness for most of what happened next.
So you don't know how the battle ended?
I know that I am still alive and grateful to be back in Rimmen. It's a miracle, thank the moons, that the city is free once more. If you want to know what really occurred at the moon gate, you'll need to ask Zamorak and Prefect Kelo.
Your injuries, do you need to see healers?
There are those among the troops who need the healers more than I. But perhaps a few hours in the soothing springs will restore my strength. I'll need it too. I have much to do to help Chimera restore Enequina to its former glory.
Huh? Oh, it's you. Good to see you're still among the living. I suppose you had a hand in getting the moons to finally pull apart? Hang on, I need to finish my report. I find that it's best to write it all down while it's still fresh in my mind.
That's what brought me here. Chimera wants to know what happened after we entered the moon gate.
It's all in my report. Our troops held their ground and fought bravely. We lost many good soldiers, Khajiit and Imperial, but we did our duty. We slaughtered Euraxians by the score and kept the dragons at bay until the moons broke apart.
The ending of the eclipse was significant.
It was crucial to our survival. When the moons separated, the dragons broke ranks. They seemed to lose their drive, their purpose. They stopped attacking and flew off. Not a moment too soon. We had exhausted both our strength and our ammunition.
What did the Euraxians do then?
The ones that survived Zamorak's charge lost what remained of their courage when the dragons abandoned the field of battle. They scattered like sand roaches and ran in all directions. I doubt they'll give the militia too much trouble going forward.
What were you and Cygnus Irregulars do now?
We still have a lot to do to heal the scars left by Euraxia and her mercenaries. I'll offer our services to Queen Chimera and Lord Gareshri. Let them use us where we'll do the most good.
So you'll help defend Ellesmere?
If that's what they need. But the Cygnus Irregulars are mostly military engineers, scouts, and trainers. We have a lot more to offer a kingdom that needs to be rebuilt than just blades and shields. That was our original mission, to help elsewhere.
Well, we're going to go way back up there.
Outside. This one must speak with you.
This one never expected to set foot in the capital of Enequina again. She hoped the militia would succeed, but she didn't believe they stood a chance against the usurper queen. Kashia understands you played a significant role in these events, yes?
I helped overthrow Euraxia, defeat the betrayer, and stop the dragons on the plain of Jode.
Such wonders you have accomplished, and to have touched the face of blessed Jode. This one is in awe. Despite all that, the Main has sent me to determine what happens next. Where is Lord Gareshri, the Speaker of the Main?
Gareshri returned from battle and went to see the healers. What do you mean? What happens next?
The healers? This one hopes the Speaker wasn't gravely injured. As for your question, we must settle the matter of Enequina's succession. Kasia must determine if Chimera is the legitimate heir to the throne, and if so, recognize her claim.
She's the only surviving daughter of King Hemka. Doesn't that make her the queen?
Certainly, but anyone can make such a claim. To be accepted by the Khajiit, she must be recognized by the Main. With Gareshri indisposed, will you stand with Chimera and vouch for her heritage? If so, please tell her I am ready to meet with her.
I'll go find Chimera and let her know.
Before you return to Chimera's side, this one requests an additional favor. The Main gave Kasia a sealed letter for Abnor Thar, but he refuses to see me. I understand that you and he share a special bond. Perhaps you could deliver the letter.
Yes, I can do
The
that.
specifics concern the Tharn alone, but this one believes it deals with the artificial eclipse and its impact on Khajiit society. The moons hold great sway over the Khajiit born under them. What does this mean for those born during this eclipse?
The eclipse? I don't understand.
No matter what caused the eclipse, Joan and Jode joined as one. When this occurs naturally, one born then may become the next Main. But during a false eclipse, succession becomes a concern. The Main hopes Tharn can explain the arcane implications.
Why didn't the Main come to the Chimera personally?
The Main cannot be everywhere at once. That is what the Speaker and the envoys are for. For now, the Main's duties do not include an Equina. But know that the Main's heart is everywhere in Elsewhere. Now, please deliver the letter to Abnor Thar.
I'm on it. Local postal service.
Abner, you simply must stay for the ceremony. It's not every day we get to see a lovely cat receive a crown.
Nonsense. And don't call me Abner. Besides, I think I've overstayed my welcome as far as Chimera is concerned. You and Cadwell, the two of you just can't leave well enough alone. No one was supposed to notice as I slipped out of Rimmen. Of course, very little has gone according to plan since the Wrathstone tablets set me on this path.
You're leaving?
I am neither sentimental nor enamored of pomp and circumstance. My time in Elsewhere has shown me that I have limits. I am not the battle mage I was in my younger days. Besides, I hate parties. Small talk, speeches, canapes, totally unbearable.
Don't you want to be there when Chimera's crowned queen?
I watched firsthand as a remarkable young woman became a leader. She's already a queen. Everything else is simply ceremony.
True.
I've lingered here long enough. You were an able enough traveling companion. I may call on you again sometime.
I have a letter for you. It's from the Main.
An intriguing question. Are Khajiit born under a forced eclipse next in line for the Main? But this other bit confirms my suspicions. I must travel to Palatine at once. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Until then, farewell.
Good luck, son.
We accomplished much, but I fear we haven't seen the last of Calgrontiid. I must investigate reports coming from the south. You, however, have a queen to crown. Take Cadwell with you and make sure he behaves. And tell Chimera she did admirably.
You think Calgrontiid is still a threat?
We saw no body, and there's no reason to suppose Calgrontiid couldn't escape from Jode just as we did. He absorbed a remarkable amount of energy while the moons were aligned, after all. I'll send for you if and when I confirm my suspicions.
And that will be a new map. Right. Go and see the Queenie.
Kasia, my wounds are healing quite nicely.
Nevertheless, this one has asked the Outlander to stand beside Chimera, should I decide to give the Main's blessing.
Gareshri told me you found them. He filled me in on what happened during the battle at the Moongate. Dragons and necromancers, I understand. But politics and coronations, They twist my tail, and their regalia. It pinches. Moons, I miss my leathers.
Having second thoughts on becoming queen?
I am having many thoughts, but I know what I must do. Like Anequina and my other ancestors before me, I must stand tall and accept my responsibilities with humility and grace. Provided the Main's envoy confirms my right to the throne.
The envoy doesn't believe you're King Hemka's daughter.
The woman is inscrutable. I think she just wants to see me suffer until she acquiesces and places the crown on my head. Before the full weight of the kingdom falls upon my shoulders, I want to tell you something.
Of course, Chimera.
I want you to know I appreciate everything you have done for Elsewhere. For me. I do not believe we would have survived without your assistance. Now, I understand the envoy asked you to stand beside me at the ceremony. Are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready. Enter the throne room. Entering throne room. Dang. He's tall.
The healers were able to do wonders, my friend. I almost feel like my old self again. I will secure Chimera's claim. You just stand beside her and support her. She values your presence, as do I. But where is Chimera? I expected you to bring her in.
Chimera's ready. We can begin the coronation.
Who will confirm that Chimera is the daughter of King Hemekar and the rightful heir to the throne of Anequina?
I will, as her guardian all these years, and as the Speaker of the Main. Chimera is the rightful heir. Come forth, daughter of Hemekar and Numara. Come forth, child of Anequina.
Chimera, do you accept the duties of the throne? Will you lead this kingdom and protect its people?
I do, and I will.
Know then that the Main accepts and recognizes your claim. All hail Chimera, Queen of Anequina!
I promise to serve our people, and I offer thanks to all who helped achieve our recent victories. Finally, there is one I wish to honor. One whose assistance in these matters was unprecedented and invaluable. Five Claw, my comrade and friend, please, approach the throne. Courageous Five Claw, I will make sure your deeds are sung by my people. They will be told from one generation to the next. As Kunzari passed into legend, so too will you.
I don't know what to say.
Then say nothing, my friend. Just know that you helped deliver my homeland from tyranny. You helped me avenge my parents. You saved us from dragons and undead. We will never forget that. I will never forget that.
And now?
You appeared when Elsewhere needed you most. In our most desperate time of troubles, you helped restore our nation. You will always have a place here, my friend. And I want you to accept the greatest award I can offer. I name you Champion of Anequina. There are still dragons to kill and Euraxians to deal with, but now it is time to celebrate. Take a few moments, talk to our friends, then enjoy yourself, champion. You earned it.
So I guess your days as an agent of Maine are behind you.
It is time for different adventures, Five Claw. I must lead my people and erase the memories of the usurper queen. May her name be blotted from the histories. Of course, I may find time to slip away and explore a ruin or two. Every now and again.
And what does a queen do exactly?
Just what you would expect. I listen to problems and I try to find solutions. I suppose I must coordinate with our allies in the Dominion at some point, and there are still stray dragons and Euraxian deserters to deal with. So, the usual things.
Well, there you go.
All hail Fiveclaw, whom I name Champion of Anequina.
So that is the main quest completed. Now, we always get we always get a staff, even though we carry a sword. We always get a staff. Right. Let's have a look at this. Place on the altar at the betrayal of the Hall of Lunar Champion to unlock an overlook of the halls of Colossus. And these are the things I need for those. For that house, and that one I don't have. I wonder why I don't have that one. Let me just check my map because it will show me. We completed all the main quests, but we are missing one of those things. So I don't know. Oh, and we've also got a helmet, was it? It is down the bottom, probably. Yeah. Cool, cool. We might use it at some point. Right, let's just go to the house and put those things on. I know I've still got one to get, which has kind of got me confused, because I thought we'd get them all once we had collected, or not collected, finished the main storyline. I thought we would have got them all, but obviously not. We need to get one from somewhere else. Where that is, I don't know at the moment. Right, let's have a quick look. I don't think they'll do anything. Well, they might. I think you need to have them all three before they'll do anything, so. Now, if I figure out where the other one is, if we don't get it now, I will put it up later on another video, or I might put it on the end of this video if I find it fairly soon. But we'll have to wait and see, or you might see it straight away. Okay. So the one we don't have, I don't remember. Oh no, it only appears we got one. I thought we had. Hold on. No, we've still got two to get from somewhere. That other one must be the one that we put in there, so we've only actually got 2. What does this do? It opened a portal. Is this where we get another one? No. What? Interesting.